In this week's article, I talk about what's going on with our soil temperatures around CVA territory. Hi, I'm Mike Zwingman, Agronomy R&D Manager for Central Valley Ag. This is your Monday Agronomy Update video that coincides with the ReachOut article on the CVA blog site. Our soils have been warmer than normal by quite a bit for the last few weeks. This causes some alarm when it comes to nitrogen management, but it also gives us some opportunity when it comes to hard to control weeds like mare's tail and some of our other winter annuals. The nitrogen management piece is, once we get that soil above 55 degrees, nitrification really starts happening. We can start to convert ammonium to nitrate at a pretty quick pace as that soil warms up. So it'll only take about 2 or 3 weeks to get about 80 to 90% of that ammonium converted to nitrate in the soil. That's if the soil temperature stays this warm and continues to warm for the next few weeks. We can manage that as we're applying nitrogen down the road through the use of nitrogen stabilizers or nitrification inhibitors, or talking about how we're going to manage our nitrogen as a whole by maybe splitting some extra percent of that application later on in the season and not going so much up front. This will reduce our risk for loss and help you manage that nitrogen investment better. Now to the opportunity. The winter annuals have started to grow. Some of these fields are really starting to green up. So it's a great time while we have these warmer days to go out and really burn down some of those fields and get those winter annuals taken care of long before they get big and harder to control. But if you're going to be using a residual herbicide at the same time, I want you to think about that residual might not last as long as we want it to, or as long as it normally would in an average year, because our soil temperatures are warmer. But we need to balance that timing of those residual lasting and our chance to go out and burn down some of these weeds early before they get out of hand, while we have equipment and assets in place to do it, and really think about that decision all the way through. It'll give us a great opportunity to get out in some of those fields where we have heavy mare's tail problems, knock some of that population back, and try to get ahead of it, especially in those fields going to beans. This is going to be a long discussion I want you to have with your FSA over the next coming weeks. I want you to talk about that balance between residual management and your ability to burn down fields today. Because if we can control that weed population, it's going to save us money in a subsequential application down the road, which once we get into post typically is more expensive and really harder for us to control weeds, maybe even only suppress them. These are things I want you to think about as this warmer weather pattern holds. Even if it cools off, our soil temperature's been warm enough, it's going to be hard for them to cool off enough. As always, be safe, and we'll see you next week.